Hi, this is Lindsay with University City Public Library, here today to present Three on a Theme to you. My theme today is music nonfiction, one of my favorite genres. My first recommendation is Go Ahead in the Rain, Notes to a Tribe Called Quest by Hanif Abdurraqib. Hanif Abdurraqib is one of my most favorite poet and essayists of recent years. And this in particular is a music history on the legendary hip hop group A Tribe Called Quest. The format is really interesting. Abdurraqib addresses many of the chapters to Q-Tip and Phife Dawg. He includes a lot of personal memoir, which I find particularly interesting as someone who is of the same age who also grew up in the Midwest. He puts their music history into the context of hip-hop as a larger genre, as well as a lot of civil rights and political issues that have happened throughout the last 3 decades or almost 4 decades now. So that's Go Ahead in the Rain. It's by University of Texas Austin Press, published last year in 2019. And this is available in book form through our library once we reopen. It is also available as an audiobook through Hoopla, read by Ron Butler. Then my next recommendation is a favorite of mine. This is Just Kids by Patti Smith. This is her memoir of her, sorry for the glare there, her relationship, friendship, and just deep soul connection with the artist Robert Mapplethorpe. This was published in 2010 and was re-released in 2018 by Echo Press. This is the illustrated edition that includes lots of photographs of her time during this time period. This covers the 60s and mid-70s and is a who's who of music and art in New York at the time. It's probably the most romantic book that I've read ever, and I just can't say enough. It's gorgeous. So this can be checked out, the illustrated edition from the library, again, once we reopen, as well as the first initial memoir. And then it can be checked out through Overdrive / Libby and Hoopla, both in ebook and audiobook forms to keep you tided over during these social distancing times. So my last recommendation is a series that is mostly exclusively available on Hoopla. Again, I apologize for the glare here. This is the Life and Works series that's put out through the Naxos label, which is largely a classical music label. This covers the life and works of different classical composers. The narrator is Jeremy Siepmann, and generally these audiobooks are no more than 5 hours long. They cover the life of the classical composer, and it does include lots of snippets of the different classical pieces that these composers composed. So I have really enjoyed these as I take walks, especially, and do puzzles and have more meditative sort of activities that I'm doing, since these are mostly audiobooks, and I think would be particularly meaningful or meditative during these times of isolation and social distancing. So again, that's the Life and Work series through the Naxos label. You can find these mostly on Hoopla. And my recommendation, actually, when you download the free Hoopla app, that you search for Jeremy Siepmann. His last name is spelled Siepmann. All right, well, those were my 3 recommendations, and I hope that gives you a little more opportunity to get a little music and art in your life as we go through these times together.